It's our last day in Split and we decided to visit Krka National Park. Let's see some beautiful waterfalls today. Croatian beaches and islands are stunning, but your trip is never complete without visiting some iconic national parks. Krka National Park and Skradinska Buk Waterfall make it to the top of the list and they are so worth it. You can join a tour to visit the park or decide to enjoy it at your own pace, as we did. I did the least research about this part of the trip, so we made some planning mistakes that I will reveal, so you do not make them as well. It takes around an hour to reach the Lozovac entrance of the park from Split. On the way, we passed the toll road and it costs 4.2 euros. We arrived in the parking area. There's a huge free parking, so that's great. Park opens at 8 a.m. So I advise you to come as early as possible to enjoy the most part of this beautiful nature. Since May is still off season, we arrived around 11 and it was not crowded. However, we underestimated how big the park is and skipped quite some part of it. If you're planning to visit only the main waterfalls, Skradinska Buk, then that's not an issue. But if you want to spend whole day around nature, start early. Ticket prices are changing depending on the season. If you visit on May 31st, it's 20 euros. But if you visit on June 1st, the same ticket will cost double. Of course, as usual, I already got my tickets from Get Your Guide. And I will leave link here, you can see options. We will get some drinks here and then go to bus to go all the way to the waterfall. You can walk to Waterfall Trail or take a shuttle. I highly recommend taking the bus to save time and energy. It drops you at the start of the walking route to the waterfall. The sound of nature is so calming the moment you step into the trail. When you're in Krka, try not to rush to finish the path to reach the waterfall. Of course, that's the most beautiful part. But we took a moment to see, to check water. We saw fish, we saw frog, lots of animals, nature, all different plants. So yeah, take a moment, enjoy the path as well. In the past, it was allowed to swim in this part of the river near the waterfall, but due to over-tourism, it's now forbidden. However, pack your swimsuits, because there are other amazing places you can swim at this park. It took 25 minutes walk to reach to the first viewing point for Skradinska Buk. It's so beautiful. Before reaching the main viewing point, we spotted a resting area. This is definitely bigger than I expected, so let's go with it. I got just simple one with fresh berries. So good. So what are you having?
Some local sausages with simple French fries, with some local salads, mayo, some ketchup, and a lager beer.
It's totally worth the price. So beautiful. I don't know whether it was already afternoon or off season. There were not many people around, so we took all the time in the world to enjoy the view. Plan at least an hour and a half to enjoy this trail and Skradinska waterfall. From the main path, there was this small route we decided to follow, and check this out. You're so close. The point to see most of the waterfalls. We were there. Now, so green. So green. Nothing prepared me to these stairs. There are boat tours to the monastery located on a small island in the middle of the river. Since it's still early season, it ended earlier than initially announced. We actually missed the last one by only a couple of minutes. So if you want to hop on a boat tour on the river, do not just rely on their website information. Arrive early and ask for the exact hours at the entrance to the Skradinska Buk Trail. So, we have seen the most beautiful, most popular waterfall here. So we are driving now to this point. What's the name? Roskislav. This is, I think, starting point. No, it's not the first one, sorry. But there's also a waterfall. Let's see, we can also swim there. We We decided to take a detour to a viewpoint of the Visovac monastery. This is why we prefer exploring a place at our own pace rather than joining a tour. If things do not go in the way we want, we always can find a different path. So Google brought us to a random village. Now we're gonna walk around 8 to 10 minutes. Apparently there should be a viewpoint from there. And we made it. Check this out. Visovac Monastery is a Roman Catholic monastery founded in the 14th century. As you can imagine, it's only accessible by boat. If you're planning to visit the island, plan around an hour to enjoy this small island and the monastery. Someone's little garden. They have pepper, tomatoes. I think those are eggplants. This feels like childhood to me, honestly. My grandpa used to have a small garden and taught us a bit. He also had our favorite fruits. Mine was green plum and he planted them for me. And this is another viewpoint, but honestly from the top it was much more visible. So we missed the last one, but we didn't plan to cross anyway. So you come here, I think that boat there was the last one. If you plan your trip earlier, check this out as well. We made it to Roski Waterfall, almost there, and we will try to swim here. We asked officially we should be able, but they haven't set it up yet, so we will see. If you're only coming to this waterfall, it's around 12 euros, but the ticket that you get for 40 euros, of course, includes everything. Roski Slap is the next to last waterfall on the Krka River. Although it looks stunning, the waterfall under the giant boulder, it's quite far from the coast. I think that's why it's still allowed to swim here. You know how I said I was planning to swim? No, not gonna happen. They don't look inviting. You know, they're having fun.
Why do they look like they're plotting something?
Exactly, so no swimming. Oh, it's beautiful though. Honestly, if I had known there was this restaurant, we would have planned our lunch here. I've read so many positive reviews about this place. There's also this small museum inside of the restaurant with old mills. It was a lovely spot and still not very crowded. So we relaxed here a bit, had fun, got energized. Now it's time to go to our next stop. Ideally, we wanted to visit a few more sites today, but it was already 6 o'clock and we didn't want to drive further away from Split. We drove to Skradin, a small town near the Krka National Park. If you would like to visit more sites such as Krka Monastery and the Burnham Amphitheater, it's better to stay the night in Skradin. We were so lucky to find a table at Konoba Dalmatino. It was fully booked. Luckily, we came before the dinner time and promised to leave before the reservations started. We got bruschetta with tomato sauce from the house. So good. Okay, I can't believe I'm gonna trash a restaurant. I'm not gonna name it, but there's this one restaurant in our city where we paid like what, 10 euro for bruschetta. This is 10 times tastier. I ordered Ivar with homemade bread as a starter. For the main dish, I enjoyed black cuttlefish risotto, their signature dish, while my husband enjoyed his steak. At the end of the day, the best way to relax is to have an evening swim. Skradinsky Beach is a popular destination for locals. Make sure to pack your swimwear and water shoes so you can enjoy the crystal clear water of the Krka River. You cannot leave Krka without swimming in this river. It's so peaceful and it's so cool. I hope you enjoyed this vlog and learned from our mistakes. Tomorrow we are going to drive to Bosnia and Herzegovina. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel to not miss our upcoming adventures. Happy travels!